Our remake reboot news of the week. Hole's television show receives Disney Plus pilot order. Logline revealed. Okay, for those that don't know, Holes was a 2003 Disney movie that was based on a 1998 book. It tells the story of a boy named Stanley Yelnats, who is sent to a juvenile detention camp after being wrongfully convicted of stealing a famous baseballer's sneakers. And when he gets to the camp, it is not like what he thinks. The owner is making everyone dig holes everywhere, searching for something. They're treated horrible. This is Disney though. Remember, so we're not talking, it's not harsh. Kids can watch. It's a kid's book and a kid's movie. So when I say they're treated horribly, I mean like Disney level horribly. So for the version of the movie that they did, the 2003 movie that starred Shia LaBeouf in it, Sigourney Weaver was in it, a bunch of other talented actors. It was a hit. It was a hit. The book was a hit. The movie was a hit. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie, and it was fun. In the movie, though, there are they find out that the owner who's having all the kids out of the detention camp dig holes day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. She's searching for something, and it's spliced with flashbacks to, I think, her great grandfather or her grandfather, and what he did and how things came to be. There's a kind of treasure of some sort that's buried somewhere out there that the grandfather's been looking for, and he made it his granddaughter's mission. So she took it over. Like everyone in that family line has been trying to dig and find it. So it's a really good movie, and the ending is very satisfying. Very satisfying. So the fact that they're turning what I know of the show, of the movie, into a show, I'm just like, okay, but also how? You know what I mean? Like, where are we gonna go with this? Like, how? In this reimagining. That's probably what they're gonna start. They're gonna stop calling these reboots and remakes, and they're gonna just start calling them reimaginings of the beloved 1998 book from Louis Sachar. A teenage girl is sent to a detention camp where the ruthless warden forces the campers to dig holes for a mysterious purpose. So basically, the exact same thing, but now you're going to stretch it out over a show and versus over a movie. So I guess there's going to be a lot more emphasis on side characters. There's going to be more backstories, more side stories, subplots to kind of really like beef it up. I want to take a quick moment to ask you guys if you like the content that you're watching, if you could hit that notification bell, like, subscribe. I don't even think I said that in the right order. But if you want to hear more from me, go ahead and do that. And I'm trying to grow this community, be helpful. And for those of you who want to hear even more from me, go ahead and check out my Patreon, NXG Global Productions, where there's more perks, more benefits, more insight, more videos. I'm also a filmmaker and writer, so I divulge tips and all kind of fun things. And for those of you who are ready to get your screenwriting journey started, I'm going to be teaching an intro to screenwriting class online on March 1st. I'm going to put all details in the captions in the comments. We're going to be going over dialogue and characters, screenwriting format. It's going to be a good time. Plug over. So Liz Fang, hopefully I'm saying it right, is going to be the showrunner and executive producer on the pilot. She has produced Yellow Jackets, which my co-host Fahad has been telling me, gotta watch. So I'm going to watch. I think they're on the 3rd season now, so I'm way behind. But she also produced The Strain. Oh my gosh, The Strain. The Strain, when it came out, had me in a chokehold. That show was like, now that show, straight horror. Basically, The Strain is, what would it look like if vampirism, like being a vampire, if that was like a virus or a disease or something, and how it would infect. And it's so good. And it was a show. They turned it into a show. Like, I think it had how many seasons? Somewhere between 3 to 5 seasons. But it was so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They really get they did such a good job with that show, The Strain. I think I'm gonna rewatch it. I say that, but I'm like, I don't have time to watch the stuff that's out now. How can I go back and watch? I'll find a way. And The Haunting of Hill House. And the writer and executive producer is Alina Mankin, who she wrote The Mindy Project is the thing that I'm most familiar with what she wrote. And I'm most familiar, I mean, I know of it. I know about it. I've seen a clip or a trailer, but I've never watched the show. But it was, that was a hit as well. So I'm assuming that it'll be fine. It's going to be good. I mean, with good writing and good characters, you can take a story and make it successful as a comic book, as a novel, as a movie, as a TV series, as a video game. So I don't know how you'd make that into a video game. How could you make holes into a video game? Because after a while, the majority of the game would be you digging holes. I mean, recently they just released, I think they released the Harry Potter series. Is it released or they're producing it? And that's a reimagining. And that one also has 7 books and so much world building done and so many characters to follow, so many storylines to evolve. Whereas in Holes, the world isn't as big. So I'm curious to see how they're going to span it. And is it a limited series? Is it like a 1 season or 2 season? And if it's more than that, how? Without aggravating or boring your audience. Because once she finds the right hole, okay, that did not sound good, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Isn't that the end of the show? I don't know. We'll see. Look, the producer she produced Yellow Jackets and The Strain. So she has my attention. I believe in you. I believe in you, Liz. You can do this.